everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I have what I call a technology sticks for your children to stay less stressed for yourself, and your children will know what they can and cannot do during the day, during your week, however you decide to do it. So what I have here is some tongue depressors that I had in my collection, and I painted them to be decorative. I did some girly colors for my daughter, and boy colors for my son. The oldest one did have it, but it just wasn't working out because it's my stepson who's not here all the time. So what we do is we decide what they can do. They can do video games, they have TV time, iPad time, computer time, and extra time. So you decide how many minutes on each you're going to write on the stick. So I did video games 45 minutes because I was thinking 30, but that goes by pretty quickly. So I said, my daughter doesn't play much video games, but sometimes she does. My son loves it. Then there's TV time. I put 1 hour. Mainly, for like the morning and then the night before bed. So if they do, they probably won't now with the new schedule watch much TV. It'll only be a few minutes. So mainly it'll be after school or before bedtime. They have up to 1 hour. iPad is, I wrote 20 minutes. Computer time, 15. And extra time, 15. Now, what you do with this is you don't allow this to happen all in one day. You tell the children each day they're allowed to have 2 sticks. When they behave extra special, then you say you get extra time. And they can have 15 minutes extra on whatever it is that they are doing. Whether they say, oh, I did the 45 minutes of video games and now they're on the iPad for their 20, and they're sitting there doing iPad, and it's, maybe it's an hour before bed, and they did really well with their homework and helping with the chores that they also have. This is when you say, guess what? You get extra 15. And that's what they get. Now, I have here these small mini pots that you can get at the craft stores. I've seen them at Walmart for very, very inexpensive. I wrote, looks like here with a pen, just their name. You can also do paint. You can decorate these, have the children decorate them. So that they know which little cup is theirs. And that's where their sticks stay. I have one here for Benjamin, and I did blue and orange. It has the same things with the same time increments on each one. Then you have an empty one. And again, I haven't had a chance to decorate them. We've had these now almost a year, I would say. Because I'm trying to think. My son's in first. When he started kindergarten, I think we had started it right around that time. So probably a good year now. And I'm thinking maybe we should decorate them. So you just have an empty one, and then that way when they do their thing, they have to go and they say, okay, I just did my TV for an hour, and now it's in the bucket. Okay, Emma, you can do, you want to do iPad for 20. When she's done, she puts it in. The other thing that you can do to go along with this, so they know when that time is up, and it's not like you nagging them, get off, get off, get off, and they don't believe that that exact time went by, is you have a timer. And as soon as they start that thing, you set the timer to whatever it is, 20 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever, and you let them know. When that buzzer goes off, you can leave it here, like, in your main room of kitchen. And when they're sitting there either in the kitchen or your living room, you don't have the children go into their bedroom, and you never know when they're off that iPad or, when they're young. When they get older, yes, maybe they can go into their room and, have to listen to that timer or, but that's another option, is to have a timer. I have a really cute timer. Let me show you. So this is my timer. I got it off a catalog that in the spring when my son was in kindergarten. They had selling stuff, and it was a kitchen timer, and it's really cute. You just turn the head with the body, and it's a timer. It has up to an hour, so you can do an hour. And it just sits on my desk in the kitchen here at my computer. So it's, you know, I'm mainly in this area when they're doing their stuff after school, after they've done their homework. And that's what you set aside, is after they did their homework and they've cleaned up their bag, they are allowed to go ahead and do this. But I will usually say 2 sticks a day. You know, and if they've done, like, say they did iPad, and then I'm hoping I'll say, no, go play some toys, because you have a room full of toys. And then when it's that hour before bed, if they each only have one, I'll say, well, let's watch one of your shows, and they each get to put in their TV stick. And they watch 2 shows before bed. It kind of calms them down to sit quietly and watch their show. And, you know, some days it's, they each did, you know, a video game and iPad or computer time. So it really is nice. You can kind of keep reminding them, oh, I've been seeing you do mostly video game and iPad. Why don't you do computer today? Why don't you do TV time? You haven't done TV time. And if they've done their video game and iPad time, then they're not allowed to do TV time before bed. So they have to find something to do. And in the beginning, it might be rough. But give it a few weeks and it'll become a habit and it'll be wonderful. Less stress for you. It is wonderful. So a neat way to get your children at around kindergarten and above, up until, I would say, maybe, you know, through grammar school, a good way to help them get organized and get ready in the morning for school without a hassle. I'm going to give you a neat way of doing that. I saw on Pinterest this idea. You can either just write it out if you don't have access to a printer or a computer, but I just first wrote in the program morning routine, and I listed the different things that need to get done in the morning. So for us, it's they have to eat their breakfast, get dressed, they have to brush their teeth, make their bed, put away their pajamas, pack their lunch in their water bottle, get their hair done, shoes have to be on. Then after all that is done, they know that they can watch TV if there's extra time. And then last but not least is they're going to be putting on their coat and hat. And usually they don't check this one off because, I mean, they can. I'm trying to decide of a good place to put these where they can easily access it. And I'm thinking maybe by the door on the wall. We'll have to see, maybe with a clipboard of some sort. So you just do that. I then drew with a pencil and overdid it with a Sharpie. Your little boxes. You could do circles as well, whatever you want. A little heart. You know, maybe if it's a girl. I just did the boxes for my son and my daughter. My daughter's in kindergarten, who's 5.5, and my son is in 1st grade, who just turned 7. And I tried it out this morning with a different sheet and just kind of wrote it out, and they loved it. It got them ready fast, and it was amazing. It had no stress on me. I constantly have to nag my daughter to eat and eat and eat all morning long. It takes her half an hour, 45 minutes. I've decided that because of that, we're going to have to start a little bit earlier, because usually I'll wake them up and have some like cuddle time on the couch. But it's going to be a quick wake up, hugs, cuddles, and then get to it to breakfast, because she takes a long time. And then the best option is when you're done, you can watch TV. So the next step I have to do is I have to laminate them so that you're not printing these up every day, 5 days a week, or even if you wanted to do it 7 days a week, you know, minus packing lunches for school on the weekends. So if you laminate them and you get a dry erase marker, they're just using the marker on the lamination to check it off, and then you just wipe it down and you're ready for the next day. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting like the contact sheets. I don't even know if that would work. I should probably look into that on the internet first. But I also want to get, there's a lamination machine They sell it at Walmart for $20, and the package of, I think it's like 50 are like $10. So it's a great bargain for $30. And I know I would take a long time to use up 50 sheets of lamination. But when I make different things such as this, it does come in handy. I think too you can also use like a packaging tape, because I've done that before to kind of laminate cards for like a list of what we're doing during the summertime. I've done that. I'm just not sure how. I think a dry erase would work quite fine on a packaging tape. So I think it might work as well on a contact sheet. So I will either be buying a lamination machine this weekend, even if I finish up this project. I told them for Monday, so if I do get one, we'll have it ready for Monday. But that's basically it. You just contact it or laminate it, and you're good to go. It's a wonderful, wonderful little tip. If this was a 8.5 by 11, and I just shrunk it down, I shouldn't have centered this, and so I wish I would have had it here, because then I could have and maybe done 2 separate ones for pack your lunch and pack your bottle, so it would look a little bit more neater. But hey, if I want to change it up later on, it might be new things as they get older, and I'll have to make a new one anyway. So that is a great way of getting your morning easily organized, and it actually helps them learn independence, that they have to do the certain things. Like when it comes to hair done, they have to come see me to help them, especially my daughter with the long hair. So it's a really nice way, and helps you get less stress in the morning. You can get ready. I am trying to get myself into a exercise routine in the morning and again at night. So in the morning I need to exercise and shower and put the makeup on, and so in order to do that, I need the children to be knowing what they need to get done. And what I was going to do is put a picture next to it for my daughter, but I think we're not going to. I mean, I think she can figure it out, get help from her brother if she needs to. If it seems hard this week, maybe then I will make one for her. But I know my son, he's a good reader in 1st grade, so he can figure this out. And if I explain to her, like, you know, it's in order of how I want it done. Like, they have to eat first, then they get dressed, they have to brush their teeth and make their bed. I don't care if they do make their bed first, but they know they have to make sure they drink all their juice before they brush their teeth, because then they say, oh, it tastes funny. You know, and make sure that they put pajamas away, and then they pack up their stuff, and then hopefully by all this time, I'm all set and I can do their hair, and then they get shoes on, and I'm just, you know, checking stuff and making sure we're ready to go and seeing what time it is, and then we have to go. So it's a really, really awesome idea. Give it a shot. It is worth it. So this is just going to be another update, reminder of another fun organization for the children, helps you be less stressed. Is my chore charts that I made. I have a video up. I will link it down below for you. These are just simple cookie sheets. I picked mine up at Dollar Tree so that they're very inexpensive and they work just fine. You spray paint them whatever color you want, and you get some wooden letters to put for their initial. You get some ribbon. I got my ribbon at Dollar Tree. Washi tape to divide up the sections, again at Dollar Tree. Some letters, sticky letters to say to do and done. And then you just magnetize some sort of little, you know, thing. I got these little circles with labels on them of the different chores that the children need to do. Down at the bottom are the extra ones that they don't need at this moment. There's some rake the leaves, you know, shovel the snow for the older child, and so forth. They have one that says make their bed, pick up their toys, do 20 minutes of reading, feed the cat. They have to help with the pet, and if they want a dog next year, there's going to be that one on there. So it really, and it just looks adorable. I have it here in my hallway leading to their bedrooms, and it's just wonderful. We have underneath, we had 3 of them, but the oldest now is in 7th grade with a huge heavy bag. So they here put their school bags when they're done, and you know where they are, you don't lose them. And when they're done their homework, they clean up their stuff and they hang up their bag. In the morning, they know where their bag is. Very, very convenient. So if you have a space, whether it be in the hallway or whether it be in the kitchen or near your door, your back door, your front door, I suggest you doing this. It's a really cute, fun project. It looks adorable. You can do it to the color that matches your decor. It's really, really good. So that was just an update. It's working really, really well. The children love it. I think it looks adorable. And it's just another fun way to get them organized and know what they have to do. So again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, enjoy that glitter.